What's up, Freisters? Viva Frei here. This is going to be a little different because I don't have time to edit, so we're doing this in one take. Joe Rogan is taking a tremendous amount of internet heat for his recent interview with Jack Dorsey, CEO of Twitter. Some of Joe's most loyal fans are calling him a shill, being part of the New World Order, a globalist, because he went easy on Jack Dorsey, lobbed softball questions, didn't follow up on the thorny issues. Some people are even suggesting that he went easy on Jack Dorsey because Jack Dorsey is founder of a company called Square Inc., which owns a company called Cash App, which is allegedly a sponsor of Joe Rogan's podcast. The idea being that Joe Rogan is not going to bite the hand that feeds him and embarrass the owner of the company that sponsors his podcast because they'll just pull the sponsors. If true, it would be very interesting. This wasn't my information. I saw this in a comment in the video and I sort of tweeted it out to Joe, but I doubt Joe's ever going to even see my tweet because I'm an insignificant nobody. But if he answers, I will let you know. But getting back to the interview. People are accusing Joe of having gone easy on Jack, not having tackled or really pushed on the thorniest issues of Twitter, allegedly censoring conservative Twitter handles, banning people, suppressing tweets, burying tweets, highlighting other tweets, manipulating the conversation. And at one point in the interview, Jack Dorsey actually claims to not know why Alex Jones was banned from Twitter. No follow-up question, they just sort of moved on to another topic. And that answer is implausible to the point of absurdity. No one's going to believe that Jack Dorsey doesn't know offhand why Alex Jones was banned from Twitter. But the problem is, even if he doesn't genuinely know why Alex Jones was banned from Twitter, that's a bit of a problem, that the CEO doesn't know why prominent, controversial public figures are being banned from the platform. But in fairness to Joe, while everyone is criticizing him of having gone easy on Jack Dorsey, first, they got a lot of good information from Jack as to how Twitter works that is still nonetheless pretty damning to Twitter as a platform. I mean, during the interview, Jack Dorsey effectively admits that they have an algorithm that will highlight tweets and bump them up to the top for more visibility if they contribute to the conversation and bury other tweets if they distract from the conversation. I mean, basically admitting that Twitter is something of an Orwellian propaganda machine that is manipulating the results so that you see what they think you should see and that you don't see what they don't want you to see. For good or for bad, you may agree with it or not, that information came out of the interview. And so when everyone's accusing Joe of having gone easy on Jack, I don't necessarily agree with it. You can be polite and still get the useful information out. The other thing, though, is that people are sort of looking at Joe like he is a litigator or an attorney cross-examining a hostile witness, not appreciating that Joe is a host of a show interviewing his invitee. Now, for those of you who have never met me before, I'm a Montreal litigator turned YouTuber, so I'm used to cross-examinations. I have that part of my brain like wired that way for the rest of my life probably, and I'm watching this interview and I'm thinking as a lawyer, this is where I would ask a follow-up question. I'm sorry, Jack, you don't know why Alex Jones is banned from your platform? How does the CEO of a company not know why this figure was banned? Inconceivable. If he was banned, let's get into the reasons why. Are these rules applied equally to all people, or are they not applied equally to all people? That's where I would have gone with a follow-up question. But I'm a litigator, I'm an attorney. I'm treating Jack as a hostile witness. He is Joe's invitee on his show. You have to be respectful to your invitees, otherwise you sort of kill the show. No one's going to come on a show if they think that they're going to get abused and embarrassed. So Joe is sort of walking the line between how you treat someone you've invited on versus how you would treat a witness who is not giving you the answers that you think they should be giving you. And I think he did relatively well. It's easy to criticize him for not having hammered Jack, but you hammer Jack, guess what's going to happen? You're not going to get prominent figures back on the show in the future because people are going to be afraid of getting hammered by Joe in an interview. Sort of ambushed, sabotaged. Nobody wants that. But then the flip side is, if you can't go hard on someone you've invited on the hard issues, it's almost worse to do it. The interview, that is, and sort of go soft on the interview, let the information get out there, knowing that you're not going to go full throttle with the interview. If Joe doesn't want to go full throttle for whatever the reason, the question is then, do you do the interview in the first place? Now, I think enough useful information came out of that interview such that it was value added and enlightening on the platform of Twitter. Could it have been more aggressive? Obviously. But one thing I can tell you as an attorney, you don't necessarily get more information by being more aggressive in your questioning. Sometimes you just cause the witness to curl up in a ball and not offer any more information. So you just appear to be aggressive. The witness doesn't give you any more information, and good luck trying to get another witness in the future to come on your show voluntarily. And sometimes the way to do it is leave the issues sort of vague. Let people come to their own conclusions as to whether or not the answer was satisfactory. If the answer is not satisfactory, pushing and not getting anything more of a satisfactory answer is not going to give any more information, but providing unsatisfactory answers are going to allow viewers to come to their own conclusions. And as it played out, I believe that Jack Dorsey is going to go back, or has elected to go back, to answer some of these hard-hitting questions, because the public outcry, I just lost my lighting there, because the public outcry from Joe Rogan fans has been over the top. So you're going to get the outcome that you want, but, you know, is it because of the reaction, or is it because Jack Dorsey sort of wants to come on and try to prepare his answers, knowing what questions are going to be coming now? We'll see. I think the criticism against Joe is somewhat unfair. He has consistently not been controversial, but he has been honest in tackling issues that other people don't want to tackle. He's been consistent in talking about things that other people don't want to talk about. But if it does turn out that there is, call it a financial tie between Jack and Joe, the world is entitled to know and draw their own conclusions and go on with the interview as usual. I'm not saying that if Jack Dorsey does in fact own Square, that does in fact own Cash App, that does in fact sponsor Joe Rogan's podcast, I'm not saying you don't do the interview, but you need to give that information to all the people so that they can know how to process and view the interview. That's it. Like, share, subscribe to the notification bell. We'll see if we do more of these unedited videos. They're certainly easier for me to deal with, but notification bell. Did I say that? Hit the notification bell. Peace out.